Alright, we're rolling. Hey everybody. I don't think anyone watches TV or movies or anything like that and then thinks to themselves, hey, this person's a really good actor or actress. I like them so much, I'm going to share their political beliefs. I don't think anyone thinks that. I know I don't. It'd just be kind of nice if actors and actresses and musicians and stuff, for the most part, would just kind of stick to what they do, which is entertain us. No one really wants to hear their political opinions. Like, I know, like myself, I'm a conservative and I'm a Trump supporter, so I don't want to hear anything Meryl Streep has to say. I don't want to hear anything that George Clooney has to say. I don't want to hear anything that, the women on The View have to say. Or Mark Cuban. Dog's back there. Or any of them have to say. It's just, they're all these rich Hollywood elitists. They don't even know who I am. They probably don't know who you are. So why in the hell should we give a damn about them or what they think of anything? Why don't they spend their time helping people? I mean, this whole country's full of people who need help. I mean, look at all the people who got ravaged with the hurricanes recently down in Florida and Texas. Why don't they take their efforts and, apply them down there? Instead of, saying all this crap about Trump and pushing liberal propaganda, which is all they're doing, pushing propaganda. Just the globalist program to, turn all the country socialist. And anything you say that isn't politically correct is hate speech, or even if it's the truth, now it's hate speech. You can't say 2 + 2 is 4 if someone's offended by it. You got to say it's 5, because now it's become, feelings, not facts. But you watch these clowns like Johnny Depp and Alec Baldwin and all these talking heads that are on late at night now. I used to love those shows when I was, Leno and Letterman, and I mean, I used to watch all that stuff. Now Trump's in there, and it's just like a non-stop barrage of just nonsense, saying just all sorts of crazy crap about him. If they said anything like that about Obama or anything, I mean, people would have flipped their lids. It's just like the Emmys were on a night or two ago. I don't know, I didn't even watch it. I never watched it anyway, but I mean, I certainly wouldn't watch it now. It's like, gee, Colbert is host, and gee, who's he, what kind of crap is he going to be talking about? We can all about imagine what he's going to be talking about. 2-hour beat down of the president, who won legitimately. He won the Electoral College, and that's all it takes. Thank God for the Electoral College. Otherwise, New York and California would be deciding all of our elections. I don't want to live like people do in LA and New York. I mean, look at, because people are always commenting on that video with the cricket. Listen, there's crickets and all sorts of stuff out here. Like, I don't live in no damn city. I mean, it's fine if you do, but not everyone wants to live the way you do. That's why the Electoral College is there, and you still have your state rights, which is something Donald Trump supports. He supports state rights. Like, California puts all this time and energy and money into basically, this, going green and basically becoming a communist state. What do they call it? Californistan or something they call it now. So, of course, their idea, has bankrupted them. So then they need people like, working class people like you and me to bail them out. To bail them out and wipe their butt for them, wipe their nose and take care of them, because their policies have all tanked and failed. And then these college kids, but they're not even colleges anymore. They're just socialist indoctrination institutions, debtor prisons. And so all these, there's no way that everybody can come from all these different aspects of life and then go into a facility like a college to be enlightened or educated or whatever they think they're doing, and then come out and all think the exact same way. All they do is push, collectivist thinking, identity politics, basically just a sophisticated form of brainwashing. The truth is hate speech, and tearing down all these beautiful Civil War monuments that are just fantastic, just unbelievable. Just they are bugs out here. They are Civil War memorials. That's what they are. They're desecrating war memorials. It's disgusting. So you get these celebrities on TV who just relentlessly crap all over this and call Trump Hitler and call his supporters Nazis. Just relentless. I mean, they're pushing this Russian collusion, and like Roger Stone was saying, the Russian collusion delusion. It's just insane. There's nothing there. I was just watching a show just about 30 minutes ago on PBS, which I know it's just government propaganda, but this show seemed pretty non-biased. But it was talking about, even back then, talking about how we had to go to war with Vietnam because of or something with Vietnam colluding with Russia. So there was even collusion myths going around back then. Government officials colluding with Russia and all this because we're communists. Now they're colluding. Now they're saying they're colluding with them, and it's a bad thing. Like Russia's no longer communist for the most part. I guess. Well, they're still kind of communist, but now they're like more pushing towards a free market capitalism and a democracy, and they're allowed to practice religion. A lot of them are Christian now. So now you've got the TV and the news, demonizing Russia for that respect because they're capitalists and they're Christian now. And that's what the NSA, that's who they're told to go after. Christians, conservatives, libertarians, constitutionalists, people who believe in, pro-liberty, free market, going after the veterans, big time going after the veterans. I don't know how anyone could serve this country and then come home and support a Democrat. I mean, it's your right, but I just don't see it. I don't understand it. I've never been in the military, so I don't know, but I'm sure if I would have served, that wouldn't have wasted a day of my life being a liberal or a Democrat. But yeah, you've got man, must have allergies or something out here. Yeah, you've got all these Hollywood elitists, Colbert and Kimmel up there balling. Was a guy worth what, $50 million balling around because of his son has a health disorder? I mean, I'm sorry the kid's got a health disorder, but kids are born with health disorders. You can't, pimping out your kid to push a socialist, medical program. I mean, that's disgusting. These people need to be ashamed of themselves. Hollywood is just disgusting. They're just grotesque. George Clooney and Whoopi Goldberg and Stephen Colbert, and I don't know. I just don't listen to any of them. I mean, if I'm watching a movie and it's got George Clooney in it, like I watched Monuments Men a few weeks ago. I mean, yeah, it's kind of boring. I just didn't really like it because it was kind of boring, but it was kind of cool. I guess it's sort of historically accurate, kind of vaguely. I mean, you can always pick up the propaganda in movies, but George Clooney was in it, and it's like, okay, whatever. Entertain me, monkey. Entertain me, that's your job. I don't want to hear what you had to say politically, like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson running for president. I don't know, I've never liked him. I never thought he was funny or entertaining at all. I never watched wrestling. And I know Ronald Reagan's an actor, and James Woods is an actor, and it's just kind of like I said, I'm biased towards conservatives. So if there's an actor who's more conservative, of course I'm going to support him. But man, you don't get this hateful rhetoric from conservative actors the way you do from these liberals, saying horrible things about Trump and just calling him Hitler, and got Colbert up there doing the Nazi salute and calling all of his supporters Nazis, and I don't know, just calling Alex Jones a Russian agent, and got a huge bug on me. Where'd he go? He's in my shirt. He's in my shirt. Where'd he go? Okay, I guess he's gone. Bugs out here. That light draws bugs. It just draws the bugs. Still draws the bugs. But yeah, just sick and tired of hearing what celebrities have to say. If you're a celebrity, just shut up. Okay, keep everything proactive. You don't get that kind of hateful rhetoric coming from conservative celebrities like James Woods. You know, he's rad, and Ted Nugent's awesome. They just don't say stuff like that. I mean, if any of them said a fifth of the things about Obama that these liberal celebrities say about Donald Trump, I mean, there'd be people going crazy in the streets, for sure. Because I always notice there's mostly two kinds of people. That's why I don't have a problem with religion, because religious people don't usually fit into these two categories. But you usually get two groups of people: people who worship Washington, you know, worship the state, and people who worship Hollywood. Now, usually, people who worship Hollywood are basically kind of worshiping the state anyway, because they are statists and they are socialists and they're basically, you know, liberal, you know, communists, you know, hypocritical hate mongers. And then there's the people who worship Washington, who are like the establishment, rhino neocon kind of Republican type people. So you kind of get those. Here, the sirens going out. So you kind of get those two groups, and they both groups think they control they control morality and all this. And like I said, it's not those two. There's not too many religious people in those two groups. I don't know, it's just kind of what I've noticed. I guess I would, of course, I'd lean towards maybe following Washington a little more, but I would stay away from this Hollywood crap. These people are just screwed in the head, especially like these, like Hollywood is mostly controlled by these liberal celebrities and producers, and you know, that push all this propaganda trash. You just don't get that kind of hateful rhetoric from the right wingers. You know, you hear Ted Nugent saying horrible things like that. So yeah, if you're a celebrity, especially if you're a leftist, please keep your mouth shut. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. Okay, Stephen Colbert sucks. The View sucks. You all suck. Everything on TV, everything in the movies is just liberal, socialist, communist, pro-terrorist propaganda garbage. So it's been about 13 minutes, so I think I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thanks for watching. I'd like to thank all my subscribers. It's cool. I'm up to like 125, 126. It always kind of changes. I'll, you know, lose a few, gain a few, but I'm up to like around 125, 126 right now. So that's kind of cool. So, all right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Arctis Bouchard. Please like and subscribe. Trump 2020. I'll see you around.